Hey, what's up guys? Steve again. I'm going to do a little video in response to snestastic's video about the NES Max controller, I think that's what it's called. And also, I just wanted to say before I start off here, I fixed my computer now, so I'm going to be making videos, even though I was making videos anyway. But I'll be able to edit videos again. Don't promise I'm going to edit this one. But anyway, so he showed off the NES Max controller compared to a regular NES pad, right? And I've got an NES pad here, and I've got actually every type of Nintendo controller. And he was saying that he preferred the NES Max controller because it's more ergonomic in the hand than this thing is. But I actually would suggest this Nintendo controller that I've got here as the best Nintendo controller to use. But anyway, so the Nintendo, obviously there's the classic controller, and then there's a couple alternatives. There's the NES Max that he has. I don't have one of those to show you. There's this dog bone NES is what's usually called controller, which I think is the best. And then the other alternative is something like the NES Advantage or the U-Force, which I have, which you don't really want to use to play most games. These things, I really like them, and they're really cool for a lot of games. Some games that take really super precision. I wouldn't say this is the best controller to use, but I don't know if it's just me, but I've had 3 of these, and this is the 3rd one, and it started to get a little wonky. Like, something about the circuit board, it starts like glitching out, and it actually won't work sometimes. It'll work some of the time, and this is the 3rd one I've had that happened. So I don't know if someone could tell me if that's just me or what, but I've found that these are the circuits in here are faulty or something. The controller itself is very nice, and the buttons are really big, and it's got turbo switches and a nice joystick. But I found that they're faulty. I think this one has already started to stop working, and the last 2 I had the same problem. If anybody knows anything about that, that'd be nice to know. But anyway, and then of course we all know the original NES pad with the square edges that are notorious for kind of just stabbing into your hands after a little while of play. So when I got one of my NESs, it came with one of these controllers, right? Which obviously looks very similar to the Super Nintendo pad. This one was made first. This came out with the 2nd version of the NES, the one that's top loader, and this controller was very clearly based off of it. And this actually I think is the most comfortable Nintendo controller you can use because your fingers fit nicely around the top here. How do I move in here? Fingers fit nicely around the top here, and you have a nice round. You don't have those handles like the other controller, but I really like the round shape. The layout of the buttons is more comfortable than just the flat, straight buttons, and it's got a nice big D-pad. The D-pad is actually, I don't know if you can really tell, the D-pad is bigger than the regular NES D-pad. You can see it now. So basically, this is just a response to say that he suggested the NES Max, even though it's got that weird little disc thing and you got to use the outside of the D-pad, I would say that this actually would be one of the best controllers to get for your Nintendo if you don't have one. Of course, the classic Nintendo controller is awesome, but I believe this is a better alternative. But anyway, guys, I'll get back to you later, and thanks for watching. And check out snestastic's video and everything else by snestastic. He's an awesome dude. Later.